Rayner furious. Katie Hopkins unleashes blistering attack on Angela Rayner, shocks political establishment. In a fiery and unfiltered broadcast that has sent shockwaves through the UK political world, controversial commentator Katie Hopkins launched a blistering takedown of Labour's deputy leader Angela Rayner. The segment, aired just minutes ago, has already gone viral, triggering fierce debate across social media and political circles alike. Hopkins wasted no time, opening with a jab that was equal parts satire and venom. "Turns out Angela Rayner doesn't actually have ginger hair," she said. "It's just rust coming out from the huge block of iron where her heart should be, oxidizing in the feral atmosphere of Parliament." What followed was not a measured political critique but a full-scale demolition of Rayner's persona, policies, and party. Hopkins accused Rayner of being more of a performer than a politician, a carefully scripted figurehead who, in her view, has drifted far from the values she claims to represent. "This wasn't your typical political debate," Hopkins declared. "It was a complete political beatdown." She claimed Rayner's speeches were nothing more than recycled slogans, polished for the campaign trail but hollow in practice. "Every word is a carefully crafted illusion designed to sound good on paper but collapses when it's time to deliver." Among the harshest allegations was Hopkins's assertion that Rayner plans to eliminate the 25% council tax discount for single residents and scrap the right to buy scheme, a policy through which Rayner herself reportedly purchased her home. Hopkins argued such decisions would disproportionately harm pensioners and low-income families, painting Labour as a party that claims to protect the vulnerable but abandons them in practice. But the segment wasn't just personal, it was political dynamite. Hopkins tore through Labour's broader record, accusing the party of hypocrisy and ideological confusion. Labour isn't just losing touch with working-class people. It's collapsing under the weight of its own contradictions, she said. The broadcast featured a jarring montage of Labour politicians fumbling through interviews. One exchange saw Rayner repeatedly dodging a direct question about reversing cuts to corporation tax, prompting Hopkins to call her evasive and unaccountable. For someone who claims to fight for the people, that's not just disappointing, it's downright dishonest. Hopkins also went after Labour's stance on free speech, suggesting the party only supports it when it aligns with their views. "They champion free expression until someone disagrees with them," she said, warning viewers of a shrinking window for open discourse in British politics. In a bizarre yet revealing moment, Hopkins turned to mock bureaucratic rules in everyday life, a metaphor, she claimed, for what she sees as Labour's obsession with control. "Just because there's a sign doesn't mean I'm going to follow it," she ranted. "You may like your life limited by rules and regulations. I don't." While critics have long dismissed Hopkins as provocative and offensive, even her detractors admitted this performance was masterfully delivered. "She didn't just criticize, she exposed," one viewer tweeted. "It was like watching a political autopsy in real time." Hopkins concluded by painting a bleak picture of Labour's future if it continues on what she sees as a path of moral and ideological decay. "They've abandoned their roots, lost their moral compass, and now they're desperately trying to appeal to everyone while standing for nothing." In one of her most damning statements, Hopkins accused Labour of betraying pensioners, the very people who built modern Britain. "They spent their lives contributing. Now they're being cast aside by the party that promised to protect them." As the dust settles, Labour has yet to respond formally, but insiders say the party is already preparing a rebuttal. Whether Hopkins's takedown will have any lasting political impact remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that her words hit a nerve.